Hey everybody, it's Prophet Lane. Listen, the grass withereth and the flower fades, but the word of God shall stand forever. Listen, I've got a word for you tonight. Listen, it is Thanksgiving week. Can you believe we've come all the way to the time of Thanksgiving? Now, some of you celebrate Thanksgiving for just a day, but Thanksgiving ought to be every day of our life, that we're thankful every day that we wake up with breath in our lungs, with vision in our eyes, that we're able to hear with our ears. Listen, it's Thanksgiving week. So I want to talk to you tonight about the out of the text of Psalm chapter 23. But before we do that tonight, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to press the share button. Thank you for joining me. Press the share button. Tag somebody in the comment section. Let them know that Prophet Lane is on. He's got a word from the Lord tonight. It's Tuesday, LeaderSHIFT online. Listen, as we get ready to start tonight, I want you to make a note. This Friday night, we will not be in the building, all right? In fact, there's not going to be a live. I just want you to enjoy this time this weekend with your family. Friday night, that's the night after Thanksgiving. I believe that is the 28th of November. We will not be in the building. I announced that on Friday night, and I want to announce it tonight. We will not be in the building this Friday night. I want you to take the time, spend some time with some loved ones, spend the time with some friends. Some people are going to be shopping. You're going to be doing what you're going to be doing anyhow. But I want you to take some time and enjoy some time in this holiday season. It's a beautiful holiday season. If you know me, you know that this time of year is my favorite time of year. My house is already decorated inside and out for Christmas, and we're ready, all right? And I'm going to be doing all the Christmas stuff, from the Knuckle of Falls to all the stuff. We're going to be doing it. That's me. This is that type of season for me. If you don't do that, don't condemn me and don't condemn others for doing it, but I make it the most beautiful time of the year because I love it. All right? Psalm chapter 23, real quickly. I'm in verses 1 through 4 in the NIV text. All right. The version of Psalm 23, 1 through 4 in the NIV. And it reads like this: The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside, He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. What's this? Now here's my text. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, God. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. That was Psalm 23, verses 1 through 4 in the NIV. Listen, Psalm 23, verses 5 through 6 in the NIV. You prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup runs over or overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Now listen. My text tonight, Psalm 23, verses 1 through 6. My main, listen, if I really were to put a title on this thing tonight, it would be called Even Though. When you graduate from an attitude of gratitude to a life that is grateful. Listen, when you graduate from an attitude of gratitude to a life that is grateful. Somebody put in that comment section, I am grateful. But to really graduate from the kiddie table, because I don't know about you, but I don't want to really sit in this seat the rest of my life. I don't want to be the kind of Christian that only thanks God when he is serving me. I don't want to be grown and sitting at the kiddie table for the rest of my life. I've come to help somebody tonight on this Thanksgiving week. The kiddie table is the table called thanks. All right. It is where I thank him for my provision. But to graduate, listen, put in that comment section, it's time to graduate. To graduate, we need David. The words of David. Moses, one of the first leaders we study about, was teaching people to relate to God on a provision level. David was a little bit different because of his experience. He was raised up as a shepherd in Jesse's house to be king, anointed by the prophet Samuel. He had a remarkable ability to remember where he came from. him, and it always made him thankful, and it made him grateful, even though his life was very dysfunctional. He was driven by a sense of returning to God, who had given him all these blessings. And David comes in to give us a deeper understanding of mature gratitude. Now watch this. It's not mature gratitude to thank God for what he's given you. That's just manners. My mama, she would have slapped my jaws. Now, some of you don't know what that is. I'm talking Alabama vernacular tonight. She would have popped my jaws if I didn't say thank you when somebody gave me something. Whether it's the waitress or the waiter at the restaurant. Some of you are not nice Christians, and that's why people don't like you. You're not nice. You're mean. You're gritty. People don't like being around you. But I'm the type of person, my mama taught me, whether you think they ought to or not, you thank them for bringing you your sweet tea. You thank them for bringing you your extra sauce. You thank them for giving them you even the meal that you're paying for. So David comes along and says this, I want to move you from the kiddie table to the banquet table. Watch this. I want to move you from the kiddie table to the banquet table. So David had spent some time as a shepherd. He was shepherding his father's sheep. So while Moses is teaching the people to relate to God on the most basic level, when he blesses you, remember him. When he blesses you, obey him. When he keeps his covenant with you, keep his commands that it may go well with you. This is basic gratitude. David steps in Psalms 23, verses 1 through 4, and takes it a little deeper to us. And I want to read it again. The Lord is my shepherd, and I lack nothing. You ought to say that with your own mouth. I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right path for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Verse 5, you prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head, what's this, with oil. My cup overflows. Surely your goodness and your love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That's Psalms 23, 1 through 6 in NIV. David wrote this passage in a valley, yet he says something interesting in this psalm. And this takes us to the next form of praise, or the next moment of praise. Psalms 23 and 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. He said, even though I